Sorry, people, but StreamYard screwed up. I had to get out of it and come back in. As I was saying, a 77-year-old Navy veteran lost his driver's license in all 50 states. You got to show your birth certificate, this and that. This to your veterans and future veterans. Say you go to Germany with your family. Your wife had a baby in Germany. To me, that's dual citizenship. Don't you dare get off of my table. And dual citizenship. He was in the Navy 4 years, dishonorable discharge. And he had passport. And the DD 214 veterans, I want you all to help this veteran out. It's in the state of Tennessee. You probably could look it up in the Veterans of Tennessee. I guess I don't know. I want you all to share this. Share the hell out of it. And so, you know, as I've told you, as Steve Leto told you, his mom and dad was in Canada, I guess, for a little vacation. Then they moved back to the U.S. But on the Canada birth certificate, it had mom or dad a U.S. citizen, mom a U.S. citizen. He got into the Navy, which you're supposed to be a U.S. citizen, but you can if you're from another country, but you go through a hell of a background check. So, so let me do this again. If StreamYard will let me.
Of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security. And they told the commissioner that this man feels like this is a slap in the face and he feels like a nut, like a nothing, for which the commissioner said, I can understand that, but everyone has to realize that after 9/11, the Real ID is very specific and has a federal requirement of what you have to have. So they were sympathetic, so they'd look into it, but they had not done anything as of right now that actually changed anything. And the man at the center of the story sadly says,
Man, fucking StreamYard sucks tonight. I don't know what the hell's wrong with StreamYard. I complain. They still don't do shit about it.
I'll probably be dead before that ever goes through. Right now, they said the man actually can sit in his truck. He just can't drive it legally. All my life, so it's been a himself.
People, it's buffing, but I got good internet service and speed, everything, but it's just
he couldn't fly there, so they had to get his son to drive.
Oh, fuck this bullshit. I can't put up with it, people.
Him there, and so they're continuing to work on this. And people in government say that they're looking into it. And the more attention this is given, the more that people might, what's happening in a bunch of people who are told what to do by various laws that they read, and they read them very literally. And at the heart of this, I suspect, is a poorly written law. And at the heart of this is the law that says, here are the ways you can prove U.S.
StreamYard keeps screwing me.
Skeptics are going to say, Steve, what if somebody walks in with a birth certificate that purports to be from some country that
Sorry, people, on this rebuff. I don't know what's wrong with StreamYard.
doesn't exist anymore? Okay, so
I guess StreamYard does not want me to show this damn video. I wish there was another thing that I could share it on, but when you got a slow computer, you can't do shit.
exists. They had a coup. Good.
There go rebuffing again. StreamYard, you sucked. When I log off of here, I'm gonna put it in the damn comments. You keep rebuffing. It's not YouTube, I don't think. Get off of. Get off of. I told you. I'm gonna start getting pissed. People, go to his YouTube channel. I'm gonna type it into the chat. So, it's YouTube or
Well, that's going to depend. And again, that's why you.
well, we were trying to watch this video. I'm gonna open this box up from Oregon, Lincoln City, Oregon. Lincoln City Gifts. Go to their page. Okay, people, I want to tell you, I'm going to show you this. See, it's Lincoln City Gifts. It's www.lincolncitygifts.com. And tell them you heard it.
Say that it can be proven, but someone's got. And I don't think most people.
Says, I really hope you enjoy these new clothes from a fan. I'm not going to, I guess, Brenda, Brennan. I believe she is one of the owners of Lincoln City Gifts there in Oregon. Visit their website. Let's see if I could type it in since it's doing its thing.
Truck plate, Tom King 195, Nora Young, Nora. genetically no life replaces
I
Would say, you know, legal documents from Canada are real sketchy. Those
I'm so sorry, people. You can go to Steve Leto's YouTube channel and come watch it. We need to get it out and raise hell with the state of Tennessee. And guy's 77 years old, a Navy veteran of 4 years. Honorable discharge. And it says, like he tells you on his birth certificate, Dad, U.S. citizen, mother, U.S. citizen, but he was born in Canada. How about your service people when you take your wife or family with you to Germany, wherever they send you, and your wife had a baby? What kind of problems are your children going to have? Tennessee is just a few of those states. I think somebody I heard said Florida. So let's get this off the screen because I told her that I would plug her on my YouTube channel. Let me reach back there. Oh, people, that's very nice. Squat sauce.
Canadians. Yeah, we can't trust their documents.
See?
If the guy can produce a certified
Thank you, www.lincolncity.com.
copy of a Canadian birth certificate that was filled out 77 years ago. His mother, U.S. citizen, father, U.S. citizen. And let's assume he's got documents for. I would think so. That if you go back to when these laws were passed, because 9/11 was a little while ago, that this hasn't happened before. I'm sure it has, but it probably happened to somebody who just didn't get a hold of the right people in the media or something. But this is a crazy story. Guy's been driving for 61 years, served in our military where they recognized him as a U.S. citizen. He had a CDL, and now here he is at the age of 77, and the state of Tennessee has said, we should not have given you a driver's license and you cannot have one because we don't think you're a U.S. citizen. Or if you are, somehow you're not proving it to us.
Well, my damn microphone's going.
As the guy points out, at the State Department that oversees this, well, we're following federal statute. And they probably are following federal statute. And the thing about that is, again, bureaucrats who have these problems where they go, okay, we've run into this problem. Many of them will stop and go, okay, we can't help you. Boom. When they need to go to their higher ups or their contacts in Washington or whoever they got and say, we've got a problem. Because the problem isn't solved by them saying, hey, look, here's the statute that says we're right. The problem is solved when we realize there's a problem with the statute that needs to be fixed and get people working on fixing it. So
from Lincoln City.
if they cannot give him a driver's license
I'll
because the
go
way the
to
law is written, they need to have one of two things happen. That is, they need
LincolnCityGifts.com.
to rewrite the law to allow things
I
like
can't
this to
wait
work,
till winter
or they need to put in
time.
some
God
kind of
bless you
mechanism
all.
where they can look at situations like this and go, okay, here is that wacky situation where the guy's born to U.S. parents out, but comes back here and he is a U.S. citizen. So this guy has all the sympathy in
Put
the
this
world
on
from
my
me.
back
I'm sure he's going to have all
wall.
the sympathy in the world from my audience, but all we can do is publicize stories like this. Because once in a while, if enough
People, I'm sorry, but YouTube, either YouTube or StreamYard, you're all smarter than me. I'm going to show you this again. Let's see. You can find them on Facebook, Lincoln City Gifts. I don't have Facebook, so that leaves me out. I can't do it. So, I said, really hope you enjoyed the new clothes from a YouTube fan. I put that in here. See, that's how come people that I put my post office box in there. I'm going to give it to you again. It's Tom Cartwright, 4375 at Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana. Zip code 47111. If you want to send me anything from your state, your country, anything like that, license plates. It'd be nice if I could get a license plate from Russia or a flag from Russia, a small one. That way I could hang it up on my wall. And I love the music that you heard me play a few times. So you can send me stuff there at my post office box. Or you can send me a money order or a cashier's check. Or if you have Cash App, I tell you how to do it on Cash App if you got it. It's the $. Tom Cartwright, 4375. And I looked up on Lincoln, I got to turn it over because my memory ain't that good for 7-something years old. Lincoln City Gifts. And I'm going to show in my on the screen. I want you all go to their channel. I think they got a YouTube channel too. I guess. I guess that's how we met. But you can look it up and see if they got a YouTube channel. But they are on Facebook. It's www.lincolncitygifts.com is their website. Uh, on Facebook, it's Lincoln City Gifts on Facebook. It'd be nice if I had a Twitter account. That way I can do it. Give them a shout out there. So I get out of that, and I'm going to show you where to go here on Steve's channel. Steve Lito, I know I'm saying his name wrong. Maybe I do it again, maybe at a later time. But you can go to his YouTube channel. He's a lawyer out of Michigan. I'm going to stress out for you people in Tennessee or on this planet, veteran service, you know where you can go to find out about it in the state of Tennessee. Maybe it's around Nashville. I think I heard him say TV station out of Nashville. So I guess he lives in Nashville. The new law that they passed, I believe it was under a Democrat. I could be wrong. Kind of like a federal ID. You got to have your birth certificate, this and that. And if you've been married, divorced, you got to have all the paperwork showing your birth certificate, when you got married, when you got a divorce, and other divorces if that was the case. You got to have all that damn paperwork. This guy, the veteran, Navy veteran, 77 years old. That pissed me off, people. And I'm going to repeat what Steve said. Sorry, StreamYard or YouTube or internet, but this been going on too much with StreamYard. I can watch it on YouTube, with me not logged on to StreamYard. It's okay. But as soon as I bring up StreamYard, so maybe StreamYard got some problems. Or maybe it's my computer. You people out there using StreamYard, you know what I'm talking about. I spent $4 today on the Powerball and Mega Million. I think somebody won the Powerball Saturday, or whenever it was. They have the draw. It's $20 million. So I want you to go to LincolnCityGifts.com or go to their Facebook page and tell them you heard from Tom Cartwright 4375 on YouTube. I want you all hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe bell. When you hit the subscribe bell, make sure you get all notifications. Some people don't tell you. I think if you just hit it once, it's just personal. But getting all of it, all notifications, every time they go live, you get it. So So I want to show you people. See, it's Lincoln City Gifts. I'm trying to, I guess you all could see it. And that's one thing they put in the box. Here's another thing. You all love squats. Let's see, SQUATCHIN set. No, Sasquatch. See? So that's one thing, two things they sent me. Here's some stickers. What I'm going to do, I'm going to mount this on the back wall. You can't see that much because if you look, if I move out of the way, this is something new, this table I got this morning. If you look back there behind me, you see some license plates. Sports Jones Speedway, my amateur radio license plate. So I'm going to put this box in my closet because it's kind of hot outside. I'd be a fool if I try to wear it right now. I got a hoodie, got a jacket, and those, I guess you call them sweatpants with all Lincoln City on it. Thank you there, Lincoln City Gifts. I'm going to show you what she did say, not to share everything, but see, it said, I really hope you enjoy. Now my computer screen's screwing up. It's kind of fuzzy from a fan. It's shaking on my screen, people. I don't know what the hell's going on. I've done that, so I'm going to make this, short video. Maybe I'll come back later. And you can go to this guy's YouTube channel. Steve Leto. He's a lawyer out of Michigan. It's flickering. Maybe my computer is dying on me. I don't know. Maybe I will hit the Powerball. That way I can get me either desktop or a new computer, but I ain't got $1,800. Need something with a good flash card or thing, whatever you call it. If you look at my video, I show you the laptop. I'm not expecting for you all to do that. And that box that I got all this stuff in, about the size of the laptop box. So it'll fit out in the lobby box. They got a bigger box than what this one was put into. So there's a couple of YouTube channels I'm going to watch tonight. The Expert, and this is Friday. So I love the Expert. His better half, the White Rabbit, she got more subscribers than him. I guess she been on YouTube longer and the expert has. So so I've been having trouble. I don't know. Once today, yeah, I guess today is 7/5. Every time I turn my computer, I gotta set my computer time on my computer. Like I say, I had this computer 5, 6 years. I'm trying to figure out how long I lived here. The yard sale's over with. There at 206 West County Line Road, Underwood, is over with. I bought quite a few things. I bought this table, and the way Kenny and his dad explained to me, that's where you sit at, put your rifle on it, and zero it into a target. Now, if I just keep my cats off of it, I'll be okay. So, Tiger, the cat I've been having in the house, the female, she been sick, and she been in the house 3 days. This morning she wanted to go outside. I said no. She kept going to the door, so I let her out because she was born outside and all this. But I brought her back in the house tonight. That way I could feed her the canned food. That way I make sure she gets some canned food. Outside you got the big boys and big girls. Then you got the babies that was born last year. Then you got the babies born this year. And I want to make sure she be a healthy kitty cat. So I'm going to pin these things up to the wall behind me. So since this is Friday, people, be careful out there when you're driving. Make sure you get a dash cam. And you got it on the dash cam, you can plug in another thing that you can have the camera in your back window. Excuse me, I belch. And make sure it has GPS on it. It'll give your location, your speed, and all that. The reason I'm telling you this, you all probably seen it or been in it. You at a stoplight, you got it green, you go through it, bam, you get T-boned. You know what the other person will say. They had the green light. By having the dash cam, people, that will help you out. I'm going to give my post office box out again. It's Tom Cartwright, 4375. Well, you don't have to put 4375, but that way I know it comes from a YouTube fan. That's how come I put Tom Cartwright 4375 at Post Office Box number 1, Charlestown, Indiana 47111. You can send a post office money order or cashier's check to my post office box. And I get something like that, it has to sit in the bank 3 to 7 days before I can touch it. I close out my savings account because I needed the money to buy a few extra things. I didn't want to dig into my house payment. So I'm going to take that off of my screen. Like I said, go to their website, www.lincolncitygifts.com. They got some nice things on their webpage. I looked at it today. They got some nice stuff. They even got shot glasses if you drink alcohol, which I don't. I've been sober 25 plus years from alcohol and drugs. So, I want to make sure you go to their website. Their prices is reasonable. What they got on their hoodies, their I guess you call them sweatpants. And I would tell you, mention my name to give you a discount. I can't do that because I can't give you a discount. So they're not a sponsor, but every time I go live on my home computer, I would put them in the chat, and I bring it up on my screen, just like this here. Promoting them. That's the least I can do for them young people in Oregon, in Lincoln City, Oregon. Make sure you go to their webpage. You can look up the stuff. And if you order anything, tell them you heard from Tom Cartwright 4375 on YouTube. To me, I'm giving them free advertisement. But, you do stuff like that, I don't know if they're millionaires, high class, medium class, low class. I classify myself in the low class. I make less than $12,000 a year, between $800 and $900 a month. That's the best thing to do, is be honest. And some of you people, maybe you don't have any subscribers. I clicked onto your YouTube channel to help you out. And the only thing I request is that you're subscribed to my channel. Like I say, I'm new at it. I've been doing this about a week before Christmas. You might get lucky if you got the right content. Bam, you get your 1,000 or more subscribers maybe on your first video. You never know. And I know some of you out there have watched What the Hells. Yesterday, What the Hells done a video on Tubetown. These people visit Tubetown. The pole dancer, turtle lady, whatever you want to call the a-hole, and her old man, John Crook, or whatever you want to call him, pulled a gun out on this family and I think 8-year-old child. And Levy County people, you seen all that on What the Hells. They're not going to do a damn thing about it. But I know here in Indiana, and I guess all 50 states is like that. I guess Florida's not. If you get a PO on your protective order against you, like Lynette has and John Crook, you can't have any guns. How come Levy County has not taken his gun away? The family was scared. They came to Tubetown because they saw it. They signed the guest book, and John Crook pulled that gun out. But anybody out there, always videotape it for your safety. You know, if you go into a place and eat, hello, Noreen Snyder, how you doing? You know, I'm sitting at a new table. It cost me a few dollars, about $15. And it's probably maybe 4 feet long, I'm guessing. It got a cutout in it. And this table, what Kenny and his dad told me, you set a rifle on it, and what else you need when you're uh, tuning in your scope on a target, you know, if everything's level. I paid $15. Did that $15 hurt me? Not really. I got a few extra dollars in it to do that. Plus, I knew that 206 West County Line Road, Underwood, Indiana, they always have a family yard sale. And you saw the video that I shared, people. And I got up in front of me, you know, a rebel flag. I like to put it behind me, but between the window and the corner, it's not long enough. The flag is too long for the corner. And I will upload a short video of the flag. And it had like an M16 on a rebel flag. And the words come out, come and take it. You know, is what it says on the rebel flag. It's not a hate flag. It's not a racist flag. So I don't want you all to get mad at me. But when I seen it had an M16 on it, come and take it, you know, that's what our government's going to do. And people, I showed you the video since my computer or StreamYard or somebody screwed up. I don't know who, but I said it's StreamYard. Maybe their server or not. But I want you to go. Let me get that Lincoln City gifts up off of there. Put this one up here. Go to Steve Leto YouTube channel. Look at in 77-year-old Navy veteran, citizen of the United States. And I want your veterans out there. You know who to talk to in Tennessee. I think it's Nashville. He needs your all's help. You all know the right people to talk to. I don't know if you have to go to Washington, D.C., or where in the hell you have to go. I remember when they passed that law, I believe Obama was in there, if I remember right. Yeah, they passed that law before Trump got in there. On a new ID, you got to have your birth certificate. What you do if you like me, you got 2 birth certificates. I'm still trying to get my legal birth certificate from my real mom, who was 12 years old when I was born. I'm being honest with you. I'm what they call a black market baby. She was 12 years old when I was born. She's not legal to sign any papers at the age of 12. You have to be 18 or older. You know, so I'm what they call a black market baby. I know who my real mom was and my asshole dad. What my asshole dad is, he molested my mom just like he did his own daughters. This was my mom was his stepdaughter. He's a millionaire. He was a millionaire when that bastard went down to the oven. I hope that's where he went, but God makes the final judgment. Not me. And 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 you all, I showed you the video. I guess it was Sunday. I don't know. Noreen Snyder was live. I don't know. When I saw it, no, it was Tuesday. I showed it Sunday, I guess, of her and Dr. Ingram. He's a poet. He's a poet and a professor. He's retired. Sorry, people. I got something in my throat. So, so you can go to Noreen Snyder YouTube channel. If you like poetry, you can go there and listen to poetry. She told me, I guess yesterday, in an email, that she I have another guest the first of next month. So you will go to her channel and let me do something. That way you can find her channel. Noreen won't mind. See, look at the picture of Noreen. When you type in Noreen Snyder on YouTube, there's a picture of her and her late husband. He's up there in heaven keeping an eye on her. You know, I know when I say elementary school, our teacher, you know, we listened to poetry. Then we had to write some poetry. We got grades on it. Mine, I don't think was that good, of poetry. But when you go to Noreen Snyder's YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. You see her picture. That's how come I share it over in that corner. I had to figure out where it was on my computer screen. That way you know what her and her husband, late husband, looked like. I believe Noreen told me that he passed away 3 to 4 years ago. She's a widow. I call her a young lady, but she's in her 60s, but she's young. And I guess they don't teach poetry in school anymore. Let me show you this one, what she says. She's a sweet young lady. That's how my father raised me, people. I don't think parents does it today, this day and time. I know they're supposed to teach them how to respect their elders, but if your kids out there, your parents, teach your kids that, hello, young lady, hello, young man. Yeah, it was 5 years ago. He passed away on January the 18th of 2019. I was wrong on the year. You know, you get lonely without your mate. You've been married so long, you know. People said, Tom, will you ever get married? People, I'm going to take that off. Just mark this on your calendar. Mark the date of 2025, January the 18th, that Noreen Snyder's husband been dead 6 years on that date. You know, send her a thank you or God be with her. Whatever you all can do for her. Make her feel loved. I forget where she is in Florida. You people down there in Florida, man, I wish I could remember that. I had the address, but damn, I can't remember it. I'm sorry, people. But you people down there in Florida, I don't think Noreen drives. I know there's people that's on fixed incomes can get a ride if you call 24 hours in advance. Ask her if she needs to go to the post office, grocery store, or the church. Any places like that, or go out and pay the bills. You know, I forget what part of Florida. I guess I have to find it. Okay, after she posted. People, it's Lake Wales, Florida. People who lives in Lake Wales, Florida. If you all do me a favor in Lake Wales, Florida, or if you're close to Lake Wales, Florida, I look it up on the internet. Lake Wales, Florida. They got a train depot, got some old trains, a museum. You can look. You can even look it up on YouTube. I looked it up on YouTube. Lake Wales, Florida. Look that up, and you'll like it. If you're on vacation, stop in at Lake Wales, Florida. See some of the antiques. They even, if I remember right, Noreen will correct me, at the train station, they had an old fire truck. I want to say maybe 40s or 50s. I could be wrong on the. I just want to, you know, she got Pawpaw Pal takes her to get groceries. But people, you live in Lake Wales, Florida. You got a phone number. I don't want you to give it out over the internet. Neighbors that live next to Noreen, call and check on her every day. See if she is doing okay. I care about people. And I try to carry my phone with me because sometimes I have dizzy spells, or I might fall down if the babies outside don't get out from underneath my feet. So, check on it. People, check on your neighbors. That's how I am, Noreen. I care. Maybe when I was a young juvenile, I probably didn't give a crap because that was the alcohol and marijuana I used to mess with. But since I'm older, people's being nice to me. And it's teaching me to be nice to other people, young and old. But people, make sure you go to Noreen Snyder's YouTube channel. You saw a picture of her. That way you know in case there's another Noreen Snyder. Give her the thumbs up. Subscribe to her YouTube channel. Make sure you all notifications. Let's get her up to at least 500 subscribers. If poetry, if you listen to my YouTube channel when I shared it from Tuesday from Dr. Ingram, I had a few people sitting in the background. It could have been Dr. Ingram. That's okay. And there's other people. And I began to like poetry. I'm going to go to the bathroom and get my book in there of poetry that I won on Noreen Snyder's YouTube channel. She didn't choose to pick me. When you do that, somehow YouTube somehow picks out the winner. Knock on wood, I was a winner that time. I want to thank her for that poetry book. It's about time for me to get that book and read poetry out of there. Hello, Chico. I'm doing just fine. And Chito, I know you in New York. I want you to go to a YouTube channel, not Noreen's. Is Steve Leto, or it's Lehto. He's a lawyer in Michigan. He done a YouTube video today of this 77-year-old Navy veteran. He lives in the state of Tennessee. And under a new law that I believe was passed under Obama, I believe, because Trump wasn't president then. So I had to be under Obama on these new driver's license. You got to show your birth certificate. And if you're a woman who got divorced, you got to show them your divorce papers. If you got married more than one time, you got to have all that paperwork, at least here in Indiana. And I'm in Georgia. Well, you're close to Tennessee. I want you to go to Steve Leto, Lehto, a lawyer. And in his search engine, 77-year-old lost his driver's license. I tried to share it, but I was having problems tonight with it for some reason. I don't know if StreamYard or what. He's a Navy veteran honorable discharge. See, 77, it put him back during the Vietnam War, I would say. And his mom and dad was U.S. citizens. They decided to go to Canada for a little bit. He was born in Canada, but on the birth certificate, dad, U.S. citizen, mom, U.S. citizen. But they took his Navy veteran driver's license away. I don't know. I think he's down there around Nashville. If you watch that video, I think Steve gave the TV station. Since he can't get even an ID, he cannot fly. He can't go any to federal buildings. He can't vote. They took his rights away because they said he's not a citizen. He can't vote. Wait a minute, people. You got Mexicans, you got all these illegal people coming to the USA. And they get to vote. They don't show their birth certificate to vote. They show their driver's license. They show their birth certificate. They get driver's license. You know, it don't make no sense, people. Since you live close to Georgia there, you know, go to this YouTube channel that I mentioned. And it explain it to you. That's these damn new driver's licenses they talking about. I guess federal ID driver's license. And it sucks, people. And you people it's in the service, or your veterans out of the service. Well, the illegals coming into the USA, you know, they get to vote. They get driver's license. They're in Charlestown. They're Mexicans, and they get credit cards with cash added to it. How do I know it? I've talked to a guy that found one of them, helped him activate it. $10,000 on each of those credit cards. They buy him a new vehicle. They even buy him a house sometimes. Hell, I got to go through credit report, even on credit cards. Where's my $10,000, people, free cash money like it? Where's my $10,000? I can use it. I can use that to buy me a new lawnmower. Well, I don't know. I don't know who to blame. But, you know, I don't know who to blame. But I know a bunch of Mexicans. They buy them a brand new vehicle. They give them cards that got $10,000 loaded into it. I've talked to them. They showed me that. I helped them activate it. They didn't know it had $10,000 on it. I want to know, where's my new vehicle? Where's my $10,000 cash card? Now, where's we the people $10,000 cash card? Where are we the people new vehicles? You know, that's one thing I'm pissed about, people. I'm sorry. But I want your veterans out there to help me. That's how come I put. Yeah, that's true. So we give Mexican 10K, but you don't get nothing? Nope. We, the people, don't get nothing like that. We might get Social Security, but it's not $10,000 on each cash card they get. They pay the rent. They buy them a new vehicle. I know that for a fact. I've talked to them. And, they do work hard. I got to give them credit for it. They do work. They do a good job. But you got, like in all races, you got some dumbasses out there. I want to know where's my $10,000 cash card? Where's my new vehicle like they do to those Mexicans and foreigners that coming into the USA? Where's my new car? Where's the other people who's on fixed income? Where's their new car? Where's their $10,000 cash card? To me, that's discrimination. So let's get back to the story. To your veterans out there and lawyers on this new driver's license law. And your veterans know who to get in touch with Tennessee. You know the right people to get in touch in government. Well, you probably a legal one. You probably a legal Mexican. This is the people that comes here illegally. That's the way they explain it to me. Those ones that lives over in Charlestown. I know this chair ain't comfortable like my bed is. That's what they told me. I believe them. I helped them activate one of them. It it said 10,000 cash for them to do whatever they want to with it. You probably could use 10K and a new vehicle. I know this chair ain't comfortable. It needs a better cushion. So, you people, veteran that lives in Tennessee, you DAV people, I think that was a Nashville TV station. You gotta watch that Steve Leto, Lehto. He's a lawyer out of Michigan. Somebody sent them to him because he got a whole lot of followers. The guy's 77 years old, a Navy veteran, honorable discharge. It says on his military records, a DD 214. What the hell happened? And what name it? Oh, on that, I can't remember those names. My memory's not too good. I've talked to him. He lives in Charlestown, those apartments by the Charlestown Police Department, which they charging over $1,000 a month rent. But if you knew any illegal immigrants that comes in, you can ask him. I know Georgia probably got them. I wouldn't believe it if you told me that, Chico. I would believe it. But I called this number on the back of that card, which they didn't understand it. Their English wasn't that good. I called it, this and that, and had $10,000 cash to do whatever the hell they wanted. Then they had another one. I think it was 10,000. They had 2 or 3 credit cards. So you could ask your uncles if they ever got anything like that. This been in the past year. I don't know, it could have changed, but I've heard stories of it, but I saw it with my own eyes when I called that 800 number and activate it. And I asked them about a PIN, for the card. So when they ask all that, I put in their PIN. That way they can go to ATM and draw money out. So I didn't mean to do that. If they did be telling us so, I don't think they would ever got it. I don't know. There's a guy back probably 20 so years ago. I can't remember what his name was. I was in jail with him. And I saw him, but they sent him back to Mexico. He was pretty good. He was a pretty good young Mexican. And he got into a little trouble when he was in jail. I wrote on the behalf of him, the jail commander, because this female guard didn't like Mexicans. So, yeah, that was 20 years ago or more, maybe 25 years ago. Maybe longer. Hell, I don't know. When you're young, I never got put in jail for alcohol or drunk driving. Maybe a few fights, disorder conduct, stuff like that. You know, and and I can't remember what his name was. I say he's probably in his 50s now, 40s to 50s. He came back across the border. His kids, his children were citizens of the USA and all this. He came over to see him, and they arrested him for being illegal. Like I said, that's probably 20 years or so ago. He put on a little weight, maybe a little bit gray hair. I don't know. Because the last time I saw him, he was skinny, a young guy, trying to teach me some Mexican words. And he teach me, sorry people, puto, which I know what it is. I've talked to a Mexican lady. She told me, no, bad word, bad word. And she told me what it means. So I told you I'm being honest with everybody. And everything that he taught me, I kind of forgot it because I figured I would get smacked by some Mexican girl, and I didn't want to do that. 7:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, people, I've been on here an hour and 20 minutes. I want to make sure that the DAV in Tennessee, I told you that YouTube channel veterans to go to. And to what to go to. I think the TV station was out at Nashville. And what our government doing to him. You know, from what I remember, he has dual citizenship, Canada and USA. His mom and dad was U.S. citizens. It states it on the birth certificate. That makes him a U.S. citizen. On his DD 214 and other papers that he got from the Navy says he's a U.S. citizen. But the state of Tennessee will not accept that. His passport they won't accept. So if you're veterans in the state of Tennessee, please, because you all know who you could talk to. Your DAV or VFW, you know who to talk to. And let's help this young man out. I know he's 77 years old. He cannot fly to go visit family. He can't go in any government buildings. They took his right to vote away. He can't vote for the president in November. They took his rights away because of this new driver's license. So you're veterans of this United States. Please, please, I beg you, let's help this Navy veteran get his driver's license back. Because it said he's not a U.S. citizen. So let's help him. So people, I'm going to get off of here. I'll catch you